Welcome. My name is Brandon. Please join me on this tour of the Westland Mall in West Burlington, Iowa. I am excited to share my first visit to an A-frame mall. Why the name? The hallways in Westland are shaped like an A. The other A-frame malls in Iowa are Southern Hills Mall in Sioux City, the late Southridge Mall in Des Moines, and the late Mall of the Bluffs in Council Bluffs. If you are a longtime fan of my channel, you might be thinking, hey, this isn't your first A-frame mall. You visited Southridge back in 2022. Yes, that's technically true, but most of that mall was torn down long before my visit, so I never got to experience walking down all of its hallways. Oh, by the way, the remaining enclosed section of Southridge was closed to the public in April 2025. A week after Southridge's interior closed to the public, I was visiting the healthy Southern Hills in Sioux City. While Southern Hills has more open stores than Westland, Southern Hills has lost most of its charm with the removal of the old planters and the center court clock that Westland still proudly displays today. Anyway, we are here to discuss Westland today, so let's get to it. General Growth Properties opened Westland on March 30th, 1977 with two anchors, JCPenney at the southern end of the mall and Yonkers at the northern end. The mall opened at a little over half capacity with a total of 34 tenants. Original tenants included B. Dalton Booksellers, Coach House Gifts, County Seat, K. Jewelers, Kinney Shoes, Kierland's Hallmark, Maurice's, Osco Drug, Palace Clothier, Pearl Vision Center, Seifert's, and Zales Jewelers. There was not quite a food court yet in 1977, but you could get a snack at Caramel Corn or Orange Julius at the bottom of the A, across from what is now the China House. The mall also opened with a two-screen cinema, where the Shoe Carnival is located today. The current cinema is much newer. While it was not on the map on opening day, Woolworth was another early tenant. The company rebranded the store to Woolco in 1981, and then the parent company closed it, and other Woolco stores in 1982. The space later became a Stage department store. In 1994, a new cinema was constructed near JCPenney. The cinema, called Mall 6, opened on December 15, 1994. It did not have internal mall access. In 1998, L&H Realty purchased the mall. Stage closed in the early 2000s. The space was carved up into a large McGregor's Furniture and small Yonkers home store. In June 2002, Cinema Entertainment Corporation purchased the cinema and 15 other Central States Theaters locations in Iowa and Nebraska. By the end of the year, they had remodeled the Westland Theater to be an 8-screen cinema, appropriately called Mall 8. In fact, up ahead was the former cinema space. It is now an abandoned Marshall's, but I am getting ahead of myself. In 2004, L&H Realty sold the mall to GK Development. As I mentioned earlier, the second cinema did not have an internal mall entrance. Cinema Entertainment Corporation started construction of a new cinema with a mall entrance right at the top of the A. Westland Mall 10 opened at the end of 2011 and is still open today. Sometime in the 2010s, the large McGregor's furniture store closed. That space is still empty. In 2013, Marshalls moved into the Mall 8 cinema space. JCPenney closed in the first half of 2015. It is now a Warehouse Bargains discount store. In 2018, both Yonkers and Yonkers Home Store closed when the parent company Bon-Ton filed for bankruptcy. Iowa Works has since moved into the former Yonkers Home Store space. The original Yonkers is still empty. Iowa Works offices offer a single place for people to find, prepare, and maintain employment. I also saw an Iowa Works location in the basement of the Lindale Mall in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That bit of trivia wasn't very interesting. I'll try harder in the future. And this brings us into the 2020s. Marshalls closed on August 20th, 2023, before moving into a new building. In 2024, Fourth Dimension Properties acquired the mall. I have not read of any major changes to the mall since my visit in July 2024. While Westland is surviving, the mall has seen better days. I am not worried about the mall closing anytime soon. However, if you have enjoyed what you have seen in this video, I would still make the trek out there if possible. If the clock and plants do not entice you, I can give you two more reasons. Westland is located between two brick beauties, River City Mall in Keokuk, about 40 miles to the south, and Muscatine Mall, about 50 miles to the north. Speaking of Muscatine, I am excited to share that mall next. People have been enjoying my Iowa mall videos, so I'm going to keep releasing Iowa visits until I run out. After that, I plan to keep to the Midwest for some time. Another closed made right. That's too bad. At least I know the next time I go to Merle Hay in West Des Moines, I can have one of the loose meat sandwiches. I was pretty hungry after mall walking, so I was ready for lunch. The chicken at the China house hit the spot. Well, I did not mean to eavesdrop. I could not help but hear one of the owners talk to a regular about her adult children. I enjoy filming and walking around old malls for the aesthetics, but I sometimes forget that malls are real places for ordinary people and not mere time capsules or museum pieces that remain open for my amusement. How long have the owners of the China House called this mall home? How long have their regulars stopped in to share family updates while waiting for their meal? Whoops, I forgot to share my fortune. Take time to be a kid again. Don't mind if I do. Thank you for joining me on this tour of Westland Mall in West Burlington, Iowa. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Meisas.